Let's talk butter pats. I'm Anna and I'm from Skylark House, and I'm here to share some tips and tricks with you today on how to identify butter pats. There are a range of prices and styles in which you can collect. As you can see, I have a variety of different butter pats in front of me. So I'm going to go through and kind of identify those that are most popular and valuable to those that are least popular and least valuable, but in my opinion, still fun to collect. The most valuable butter pats are called thick and chunky. They're chunky butter pats and they're heavy. These are ironstone butter pats. They're all white. There's no pattern, and they do have a back stamp. So having a back stamp is important. That really affects the value. These are the most sought after butter pats, and each one varies in cost. I would say anywhere from $20 to $40. A close second are these restaurant wear butter pats. So you can see they have that little green stripe on them. They are smaller in diameter compared to the ironstone chunky butter pats. These are also quite heavy and they're considered collectible. They do not have a back stamp. So these are something also to keep your eye out for. These are a little bit easier to find. These are very difficult. You can also collect plain white ironstone butter pats. These are considerably thinner than the chunky ones, but they're still lovely. I love when they have crazing and a little bit of staining. I think it, just shows their age and makes them look so charming. These do not have a back stamp, but they're still something that I love to collect. These are also chunky butter pats. They do not have a back stamp. They have a gold rim. I think these are fairly recent. I don't think these are terribly old, but again, I just loved them. They weren't terribly expensive. I guess because they were more recently made. And then finally, we have these very delicate, thin butter pats. These do have a back stamp, and they do have a floral pattern. These are the most common type of butter pats to find. These are very affordable and they're very easy to find. I would say they're anywhere from $3 to $5 for each butter pat. So they're just fun to collect. And even though they're not terribly valuable, they're something that I really love and enjoy. I also want to talk about two other things. The first is that you can find butter pats that have a transfer wear pattern, right? So this is a transfer wear pattern. This is clearly not a butter pat, right? It's too big. But I want you to see what a transfer wear pattern is. And this kind of pattern comes in a variety of colors. It'll come in brown, black, green, blue, red, a whole variety. You can find them just like regular transfer wear. And again, if you can find transfer wear butter pats with a back stamp, then that makes them very valuable. And then last, there are square butter pats. These are very hard to find, and I don't have any to show you, but I want to at least tell you about them. They are square, and again, if they have a back stamp, that makes them very collectible. So I hope you learned something. Thank you for stopping by today, and we'll see you in the next video.